Bring 'em out, all the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out.
We're the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7. As it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. These guys have really let their season get away from them pretty early here. Still winless at this point of the year. With Charles Davis, Brandon Garden, it's Jason Sanders to do the honors. We are underway from Huntington Bank Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 65 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed, as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
This is Ford. Dances by him. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Crenshaw Judkins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 14 carries, 83 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, Their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa gets this one to Hill. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Dolphins still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic one, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long, and because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
You look at this Browns defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win with Pittsburgh.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Go ahead. 19. Okay. Ready.
Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, here's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Madison will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Browns offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Watson. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just have to stand on the sideline and watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive than answer that one.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
When you look at this defense, they enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Up the middle, H.M. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a great one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They run with Ford. Down the right sideline. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, 52 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And you see zone defense, and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a careful about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, HN. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 6.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the gun, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go, go, go. Hey. 21G.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep is DJ Chark. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 7-yard line.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Start.
Again, they turn to Ford. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7 though on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They will start this drive with 4. 104 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 50, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 19-yard line.
Here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the 2nd half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result, and that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd down and 8.
Here we go.
Now it's Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Quinshon Judkins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Piniero's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Looking to pass to him. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Watson now to throw. Pass caught by Fannin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And they'll send Boyd in motion left. Fake of the jet sweep, and now play action for Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Watson, off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Flying in to sack Jordan Brooks. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Tua going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
All right, fellas.
They'll give this to H.M. And they'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Off of play action. Tugged by Loa. He'll dump this off to H.M. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the ground, it's Ford. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Watson. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Miami set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Running left, Achane. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
All right, come on.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
Go!
Back to throw, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He fights through one man. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 70.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Tim Patrick, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second and 6. Here's Tua. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Achane gets it from the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mason Graham never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. All hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within one score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He has enough for the 1st down, and the keeper a gain of 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we go. Pat the 60. Pat. Ready.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run on 1st down. 4. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 49-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Watson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10. 1:53 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Tua. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
down.
Let's go now.
The 20-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenneth Grant brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Six the Eagles. Go.
Now Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle.